This problem was asked in GATE 2015, set 1. A separately excited DC motor runs at 1000 rpm on no load when its armature terminals are connected to a 200 volt DC source and the rated voltage is applied to the field winding. So, this is rated voltage applied to the field winding. Fine. The armature resistance of this motor is 1 ohm. Let us write. So, it is saying on no load. So, right here no load. At no load, it is saying that N is 1000 rpm. Armature terminals are Vt is 200 volt and the rated voltage applied to the field winding, right. The armature resistance of the motor is 1 ohm. Somewhere write armature resistance as 1 ohm, fine. The no load armature current is negligible, means Ia at no load, let us represent this is 0, this has been ignored, negligible, right. With the motor developing its full load torque. Full load torque means now the rated load is connected, so that the developed torque is full load torque, right. So, the armature voltage is set so that the rotor speed is 500 rpm. So, this is no load condition, this is full load condition. So, at full load the armature voltage is set. So, armature voltage adjusted so as it rotates at a speed 500 rpm. So, here N is 500 rpm. Let us represent this 0 0, right, no load, right. This is N1 at full load, N1 rpm. When the load torque is reduced to 50%, okay. So, load torque has been reduced to 50%, right here, 50% of full load. So, when the torque is reduced to 50% of full load value under the same armature voltage condition, okay. So, whatever the armature voltage was adjusted, let us assume some value Vt2, let us say V. So, it says that the armature voltage is set so that, so let us take that value, assume V variable. The rotor speed is 500 rpm. So, this terminal voltage is set equal to V unknown, so that it rotates, okay, this is 1 1. So, let us take 1, this is 0, right. So, rotates at 500 rpm. With the load torque reduced to 50%, come here, the full load value under the same armature voltage condition. It means Vt is equal to, Vt2 is same as the previous one, but load has been reduced, same armature voltage condition. The speed rises to 520 rpm. So, let us use suffix 2 and rises to 520 rpm. Obviously, when load will be reduced, so speed will be higher. Just discussed in previous lecture that in equilibrium position, when position is equilibrium, then the speed is constant and the two torques, load torque and shaft torque, are equal. As soon as load is reduced, so shaft torque dominates, so rotor starts accelerating. So, finally, after certain time of acceleration, it stabilizes a new speed, a new position where speed is higher than the previous case. A new equilibrium position is obtained, so that again speed remains constant, that is 520. What has been asked? Neglecting the rotational losses. Again, rotational losses are core losses and friction and windage losses. Losses are ignored. the full load armature current in ampere is. So here armature current has been asked. So IA1, let us say IAFL, right? Full load. This is full load. So we know that what is the relation between armature current and torque? Torque is nothing but K dash IA. We know it very well. So that K dash is ratio of this. So when torque is full load torque, so IA is full load armature current. When torque is half, this will be half, right? So here, if IA1 is assumed to be IAFL full load, then IA2 armature current at this condition will be half of this, half of IAFL. Fine. So again here we will try to use the capsule number 3 as torque is involved here, right? So we will try to find out the value of K dash by anyhow from the given information. So let us start with this. So here IA is 0, it means EB0 is equal to VT0 minus IA0 RA. This is 0, it means this will be equal to VT0 and this is coming out to be 200 volt. So how to get K dash? Either K dash can be obtained with the help of EB upon omega at any loading condition or torque upon IA at any loading condition. So let us take this. Here EB0 is obtained. So at the same moment, if by anyhow we will get omega, then the ratio will give you this. Why not omega? We have N0, right? So we may write omega, this will be omega 0, you may write omega 0 will be equal to 2 pi N0 by 60. So this is coming out to be 2 pi N0 is 1000 by 60. So therefore K dash will be, substitute here, therefore K dash can be obtained as EB0 200 by omega 0, right? Substitute here omega 0. So this will be how much? 2 pi into 1000 into 60, right? This 0 will get cancelled with this 0, this, right? 2 will get cancelled, 6 by pi, right? So this is coming out to be 1.90985, 200 by 2 pi, right? So 1.90985, 1.90985, K dash is coming out to be this 1.90985. Fine. So once K dash is known, what has been asked? This has been asked, IAFL. So how to get IAFL? We know that we have this voltage V, Vt, we have assumed this RA is known, right? So we can get EB1, let us say EB1, this can be written as K dash time, once K dash is known, so K dash time omega 1. So this will be equal to K dash, put the value of K dash 1.90985 times omega 1, N1 is known, 2 pi N1 500 by 60. So this is coming out to be equal to how much? 100 volt. Just check it. This is coming out to be 100 volt. Similarly, we may find out EB2 because we have K dash times omega 2. So K dash, substitute the values, 1.90985 times 2 pi n, substitute the value 520 by 60. So this is coming out to be 104 volt. Now we have EB1, V is same, so we can write KVL equation VT1 is equal to EB1 plus IA1 RA. Similarly here we may write VT2 is equal to EB2 plus IA2 RA. Fine. Substitute the values. This implies these two VT1 VT2 are same as stated in the problem. So this will be equal to V is equal to EB1 is 100, IA1 is IAFL full load into RA is 1, right here RA is 1 ohm. This is equation number 1. One more equation can be written. The same terminal voltage condition given in the problem was that the terminal voltage in the two cases at full load and half full of the full load is same. 104 plus IA2 is IAFL by 2, right? IAFL by 2, right? Into 1 ohm is equal to, oh, this is equation number 2. Subtract 1 from 2. So we may write somewhere right here itself. So equation 2 minus equation 1 will give you 2 minus 1. So V minus V 0. So 0 is equal to 104 minus 100, 4, and half minus IAFL by 2 minus IAFL minus half IAFL, right? Minus half IAFL. So this implies IAFL is equal to 4 into 2, which is coming out to be 8 ampere answer. So this way, once K dash is evaluated, we can get the required values of either at given value of IAT or at given value of TIA or given value of EBIA, various combinations, right? I think you have now been mature enough to do such type of exercises yourself, right?